Before the president starts to speak, which we will listen into, we wanted to check in with Noy Leyb. He's an IDF reservist, flew into Israel as soon as he learned of the October 7th attacks. And Noy, this goes back to our previous conversation about the return of Idan Alexander from Hamas captivity, which of course never should have been there to begin with. But finally, he is reunited with his family. If you could just share your thoughts about what went through your mind when you saw the reunification yesterday.
I mean, everyone here in Israel right now in Tel Aviv, it was such a heartwarming moment to see the videos of him being released, to see the videos of him hugging his mom after 584 days. I mean, there's not a person in Israel who didn't have a tear in his eye.
Yeah. I can only imagine what that would have actually been like to actually hold your loved one who's been missing so many holidays and birthdays over the years. You know, when you really think about that, and such a young man too, now 21, but your life is forever changed, obviously.
Yeah.
Could you speak maybe to your own calling that you felt in that moment following October 7th, 2023, and why you felt it was necessary to return to the IDF?
I mean, we all know what happened on October 7th. Hamas brutally came into Israel. Both Hamas and Palestinians came into Israel and did the horrible acts that they did. I didn't think twice about getting on that flight from New York to Tel Aviv. And that's the reason I keep on going back. You know, I've done 2 tours in Gaza, 1 in Lebanon. I'm scheduled to go back to Gaza again in a couple of months because there are still 58 other hostages. Yesterday was amazing, and we're happy, and we're smiling. But there are still 58 hostages. No other American hostages, but you have people from Argentina, from Russia, Israelis, you know, Nepal. What about them? So we're going to keep on fighting, have my friends on reserves. I think that Jake from the Red Cross, who was speaking earlier, really, they haven't done much. Besides listen to Hamas, they haven't done anything for the state of Israel. And thank God that we have America who's by our side to finally finish this war and get our hostages out.
Yeah, you know, we can't help but ignore what was the split screen in that moment. And that's just looking at President Trump. Of course, he's in the Middle East on a several country tour, including Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and UAE. But maybe we could focus in on his team members, including Steve Witkoff, which is now a name that I'm sure many of our viewers are familiar with. Perhaps we've never heard of the man before, but he's very much so involved in behind the scenes negotiations and efforts to bring back these hostages. Could you speak to his role and more broadly, the United States role in securing Iran's freedom?
I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. This did come as a surprise. The fact that Israel wasn't part of these negotiations or these talks was kind of like, okay, what's going on here? Of course, anything to get the hostages out. If you have to bring in Canada to speak about it, we don't care. But it was a surprise. And also right now, President Trump's visit to the other countries in the Middle East here. Israelis, some of them are worried because up till now, and hopefully going forward, the U.S. has been an amazing ally, an amazing friend to Israel. But right now, some Israelis may feel sidelined with what's going on, you know, not being there in the negotiation room. But if this is what has to happen to get every other hostage out, then, you know, that's who we are, Israelis. We don't care what has to happen, just get our people out.
Right.
And regarding Witkoff, like, we all love him. Like you said, didn't know who he was earlier. Right. Major celebrity in Israel now.
Yeah. It's incredible. Noy Leyb, thanks so much for coming on and expressing your thoughts with us. We do appreciate you taking the time.
Good to see you again.
Thank you. All right, take care.